Graduates and guests, good morning and welcome to Niwot High School. We will now play Pomp and Circumstance, and I would like to ask our graduates to please stand as we open our ceremony with this time-honored tradition. My name is Eric Roshkalb, and I'm the principal of Niwot High School. And it is my honor to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. I would now like to invite everyone to please stand for the national anthem. Today's rendition is a specially recorded virtual performance by our Niwot Choir seniors and put together by our choir director, Laura Walters.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, did prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Members of the class of 2021 and guests, please be seated. I would first like to recognize the distinguished guests that have joined us for our ceremony today. First of all, we have Miss Elizabeth Talon, who is our Niwot High School IB coordinator. Ms. Karen Ragland, who is a member of the St. Vrain Valley School Board District Board of Education and also a parent of a 2021 graduate. And Dr. Diane Lauer, who is our assistant superintendent, joining us here from the district today. I would also like to thank our teachers and counselors. They have had a wonderful year despite all the challenges. They are sitting in the back. I'd like to ask all teachers and counselors who are here with us to please stand and be recognized. Also, I want to thank the assistant principals and the custodians, the secretaries, Jason Watkins and his tech crew, everyone who helped set up today and made this day possible. Thank you. It's a great day to be a Cougar. As we stand here today on May 29th, 2021, this slogan has never rung more true than it does right now. You know, it'd be easy to stand here and reflect on all of the heartache and the frustration and the loss that we have all experienced over these past 14 months. But today, I'm going to choose to focus on the positive. We have all grown and learned a lot about ourselves and about others during this time. We have grown in our resilience, and we are stronger, and we are tougher, and we are wiser because of the trials that we have faced and the trials that we have overcome. This pandemic has provided us with a deeper and more nuanced view of gratitude and what we used to all take for granted. One day, seniors, you will roll your eyes when you hear your own children and grandchildren complaining about how hard school is. But you'll be able to tell them some incredible stories of what you went through your junior and senior years of high school. You know, it's been a tough year and a half, but you made it. You should be proud of yourselves. That's right. You should be proud of yourselves for overcoming that adversity and completing your high school journey. I know that I am incredibly proud of you for just that. So in the vein of focusing on the positive, let's reflect back on this school year a bit. This certainly is not an all-inclusive list, but here are some of the amazing things that have happened this school year. Jeff Hugh, Sid Bouchon, and Carter Cruz were named National Merit Semifinalists, and Connor Grant, Victoria Isuani, Caitlin Kinney, Noah Randall, and Paul Ruhr were recognized as Commended Scholars. Our boys tennis team won our school's first ever state championship in boys tennis with seniors Xavier Moy, Maya Heather, Reeves Moore, and Sam Coronin providing key leadership on this state championship team. Niche.com ranked Niwot High School as the #1 school in the state for magnet schools. We ranked number 7 of 336 in Colorado for college prep curriculum, and number 11 out of 430 public schools in Colorado. Great rankings. The girls and boys cross-country teams both captured state championships this fall, and so since 2018, our cross-country teams have captured 5 out of a possible 6 state championships, and in addition, our coach Kelly Christensen was recognized as the Colorado Cross-Country Coach of the Year. Jazz Mueller and Grable Howie did so well at the state level that they qualified for the International ThesCon Festival. Several students earned their Boy Scout, Eagle Scout awards, including Michael Mealy, John Mealy, Jesse Horn, Thomas Horn, Ben Jones, Evan Law, and Brandon Holt. In addition, Elizabeth Duncan earned the Girl Scout rank of ambassador and has earned her silver award. This very football field got lights for the first time in our school's history. Our weight room received a complete overhaul, and we have a new floor in the gymnasium. Our mock trial A team, led by senior Connor Grant, captured the regional title and competed at state. Josh Strid, Fiona Benson, Caitlin Kinney, Grable Howie, Mason Nyberger, and Jazz Mueller led the way in helping our drama department be able to put on 2 shows this year, Little Shop of Horrors and Hint. "15 student athletes signed national letters of intent to play athletics at the collegiate level, including Eva Leonard, Taylor James, Curtis Wolf, Luca Fulkerson, Mason Nyberger, Micah Sheets, Emily Creek, Kayla Osegueda, Kiara Flanagan, Aiden Bartko, Simon Saya, Joaquin Herrera, Nora Hayden, Grady Rauba, and Keegan Stobie. Miss Yazzie, Mr. Ross, and Miss Walters were finalists for the Niwot High School Teacher of the Year, and Miss Walters took home that title. We had 8 seniors selected to the District Honor Choir: Elizabeth Duncan, Tess Luchton, Autumn Baldwin, Rich Trotter, Grable Howie, John Mealy, Jazz Mueller, and Josh Strid. I'm over halfway there, guys. Stay with me. We had 3 seniors selected to the Combined League Honor Band: Jasmine Kilpatrick, Kira Schulist, and Jacob Pennington. Carter Cruz, Victoria Isuani earned the titles of valedictorians, while Sid Bouchon, James McGee, and Izzy Tuck earned their titles of salutatorians. Ms. Walters and the senior choir members gave us several memorable virtual performances, and the bands and orchestras were finally able to play in-person concerts about a week and a half ago. So my sincerest thank you to Ms. Walters, Mr. Chen, and Mr. Hendricks. Thank you. The Upper Creek Robotics team, which is about comprised halfway of Niwot students, is ranked #1 in the world, and seniors Matthew Oates, Sid Bouchon, Joe Archibald, Brandon Coggins, Elizabeth Duncan, Ava Kurowski, James McGee, Kyle Taylor, Emily Yee, and Chang Zhao are key members of the Upper Creek Robotics team. We have some late-breaking news. Last night, Luca Fulkerson, Taylor James, Mia Prock, and Madison Schultz set the all-time fastest 4x800 time in Colorado history for any division. In addition to that, our boys 4x800 team of Grady Raba, Joaquin Herrera, Curtis Wolf, and Zane Bergen broke the 4A record in that event last night. As an addendum, I'd like to note that Taylor James is going to Stanford and Luca Fulkerson is going to Princeton, both to run on their track teams. Very good. Nice going, girls. We have 33 students who are eligible to receive their IB diplomas, and another 107 have taken at least one IB course. Last year's senior class garnered over $15 million in scholarships, and even though our total for this year is not yet fully tallied, I am hearing that this year's total will be even higher than last year's total of $15 million. Congratulations. And lastly, we were able to safely return to in-person learning. All sports were played. The fine arts soldiered on. We had a senior luncheon. We had a senior class photo. We had a car parade. And we had a great prom that about half of our seniors attended, thanks to Stuco. So we finished in a really great fashion. You know, that's a lot of good news. In closing, you've heard it said that at Niwot High School, you matter. I hope you leave this school knowing that you were cared for and you were loved. I hope that you have felt blessed to have made Niwot High School your home, because those of us who work at Niwot High School have felt blessed to have you here over these past 4 years. Our school is a better place because of you, and we cannot wait to see the great things you will be accomplishing in the next chapters of your life. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce our IB coordinator, Elizabeth Talon.
Good morning. As we look at Niwot High School's graduating class of 2021, I am honored to offer you my most sincere congratulations. Students, traditionally, I would be praising you this morning for your levels of curiosity, intelligence, and compassion. Today, I feel it most appropriate to compliment you on developing all those traits, and one more in particular. Can you guess? Perseverance. Class of 2021, you have exceeded our expectations despite having to face an unprecedented challenge of a worldwide pandemic. We are so very proud of you for getting to this point. It is with great sense of confidence that we let you go today to do all the many great things that you are destined to accomplish as you move onward. We have gathered today to recognize the many outstanding achievements in our school. One so fortunate to offer the most rigorous academic programming, and one with some of the finest high school graduates. Our distinguished guests, as you look at this graduating class, you will notice that students are wearing a variety of stoles and cords over their gowns, all of which are denoted in the graduation program. Niwot High School, the only international baccalaureate world school in the St. Vrain Valley School District, is committed to expanding access and academic success for all students who can benefit from IB education. International Baccalaureate IB diploma eligible candidates are those students wearing white stoles. Those are the students who have successfully completed at least 6 rigorous IB courses and fulfilled all 3 IB core components prior to graduation. The International Baccalaureate course candidates are those students wearing variegated white and green cords. Those are the students who have undertaken at least 1 IB course and who have submitted all of the IB required assessment components to be eligible for an award of an IB score. The Advanced Placement Scholar with Distinction candidates are those students wearing black and gold cords. Those are the students who have taken 5 or more advanced placement exams. The Advanced Placement Scholar with Honors candidates are those students wearing black and silver cords and are students who have taken 4 advanced placement exams. The Advanced Placement Scholar candidates are those students wearing black cords and are students who have taken 3 advanced placement exams. Another group of seniors we wish to recognize today are those students who are graduating with honors. These are the students wearing silver cords. These students are in the top 5% of both IB and traditional cohorts and have maintained a GPA above 4.0 while carrying a most rigorous class schedule, including many weighted classes. They have completed a minimum of 4 academic subjects in each of the 8 semesters of high school and have successfully completed 3 or more years in both math and science. An additional group of seniors we wish to recognize this morning are students graduating with a perfect transcript, one including all A's for the past 4 years in every course they have taken, weighted or unweighted. Please note in the graduation program that these students are those whose names are preceded by an asterisk. The National Honor Society members are those students wearing gold cords, which signify GPA of 3.75 or higher. The Student Council officers and representatives are those students wearing silver stoles and are students who have served the student body and school community while completing all of the Student Council leadership and class components. St. Vrain Valley School District recognizes students who have studied and attained proficiency in higher in English and at least 1 other language with a seal of biliteracy. Students eligible for this distinction are those students wearing purple cords. Collectively, Niwot High School class of 2021 has completed 1,690 college-level courses, AP or IB, between entering high school in ninth grade and graduating high school this year. Consequently, and collectively, the Niwot High School class of 2021 is eligible to receive at least 5,700 college credit units, using a 3 college credit hours minimum per each AP and IB eligible score. With college credit costs ranging from $142 to nearly $1,500 per credit hour, our class of 2021 has the potential to save between $700,000 and over $7 million in college tuition. This is, remember, the minimum. Once more, congratulations to all of our amazing 2021 graduates for their remarkable accomplishments in high school. As I conclude, I wish to leave you with this final food for thought. As an IB World School, Niwot High School aims to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring people who help to create better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. With that in mind, we hope that each and every one of you will continue to strive to do to others as you would have them do to you, which inadvertently will contribute to a better and more peaceful world. Thank you.
At this time, we will commence our student speeches. I would first like to introduce Ben Goff, our student body president. Benjamin will be pursuing a Bachelor's of History at the University of South Carolina on an Army ROTC scholarship. With his charismatic nature and adamant desire to serve, Ben gives his best to his team, his school, and his community. He sought out leadership opportunities in student council, speech and debate, and running so that he could give back to others. Ben is a 2-time Public Forum Speech and Debate state champion, serves on the Colorado Youth Advisory Council for Colorado's House and Senate, is a student body president, and helps coach middle school runners. Ben intends to become an officer in the Army, attend IBLC and Airborne School, and eventually join the 75th Ranger Regiment. Please help me welcome Ben Goff.
In the years of 2002 or 2003, what would eventually be the class of 2021 came into the world. We came into radically different circumstances from one another. It led us all here. The last 18 or so years have led to the end of the beginning of the journey which we'll spend the rest of our lives on. I'm sure many questions will be asked, some without answer, but perhaps the most crucial will be, how do I live well? At 9 p.m. on March 5th, 2021, I embarked on a journey that would be the hardest 48 hours of my life. In those 48 hours, I would run 48 miles in 4-mile increments, with limited sleep and limited recovery. Running every 4 hours meant I ran at 1 and 5 a.m., where the only light source you have is a bouncing headlight wrapped around your head, the light slowly moving left and right with every footfall and movement forward. By the end of my third leg, or 12 miles in, I knew how difficult it was going to be. My calves had started locking on the run, and I knew I was in for what I had just experienced 3 more times. I dismissed the thoughts of the remaining miles as quickly as I could, remembering that the only step that mattered was the next one, and the one after that, and eventually I would be done. Lesson 1, don't let the time or effort something requires intimidate you into not attempting or completing it. Not one run on my challenge was done alone. On separate legs, I was joined by my father, my sister, a male Irish ultramarathoner with a fantastic sense of humor, a female winner of the Foot Locker cross-country championships and doting mom, my coach and mentor, a friend since elementary school, and a school counselor of which I have never heard utter a pessimistic thought. The thing that brought all of them together was that they were willing to suffer with me, to endure some level of pain, so that I may not walk the road I had chosen alone. Lesson 2, make friendships with people who are willing to run with you in the dark. Much had led me to that challenge I completed 2 months ago, a breakup in sophomore year, a book which changed my life, and a decision to join the cross-country team. In high school, I experienced my highest highs and my lowest lows. My best answer to the question of how to live well is to live with purpose and be willing to put in the work. Lesson 3, be willing to put in the work. There are many byproducts of living with purpose. One of them is something I call earned happy. It's the smell of the air after it rains, or the sunshine on your skin after a long winter. Earned happy is the soreness in your legs that you feel after a workout the day before. It's ending a relationship you know you should have ended a long time ago, or fighting to keep one going that you know is worth it, even if it's hard. It's settling into bed after a long day's work, especially if it's next to someone you love. Happiness is being kind to someone, or falling really hard for the right somebody, or taking a run when you know everyone else is asleep. It's being the person you've always wanted to be and putting the work in to make that possible. True happiness is not the unearned happy, the fleeting feeling that is simply borrowed and paid back with damage to your body or relationships. Earned happy is created by putting in the requisite work and by the investment in yourself and the things you care about. Living with purpose will not mean you are happy all the time. That in and of itself would render happiness meaningless. But it is a matter of making decisions which will pay dividends and give you purpose. It is only then, when the work is done, the sweat spent, and the hands calloused, that the happy comes with no strings attached, and you know you are living well. Because living well is perhaps all we can really hope to do. Right now, we are at some point in the journey which is the dash on our headstone. The dash between the date we were born and the date we will inevitably die. The inevitability of the end, the finality of life, gives it its meaning. The same way the pain of life, whether the breakups and lost loved ones or the long workouts and runs where it feels like your feet are full of cement, gives you meaning. This dash is where every promise is made and kept, every heart broken and pieced back together, and every hope and dream is either realized or forgotten. Perhaps no poet has put our journey in this dash better than Ursula K. Le Guin, who herself died in 2018. Quote, "When I take you to the valley, you'll see the blue hills on the left and the blue hills on the right, the rainbow and the vineyards under the rainbow late in the rainy season. And perhaps you'll say, there it is, that's it. And I'll say, a little farther. We'll go on, I hope, and you'll see the roofs of the little towns and the hillsides yellow with wild oats, a buzzard soaring and a woman singing by the shadows of a creek in the dry season. And maybe you'll say, let's stop here, this is it. But I'll say a little farther yet. We'll go on, and you'll hear the quail calling on the mountain by the springs of the river. And looking back, you'll see the river running downward through the wild hills below. And you'll say, isn't that the valley? And all I will be able to say is, drink this water of the spring. Rest here a while. We have a long way yet to go, and I can't go without you."
Great job, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. That was a great speech. I would like to invite Carter Cruz to come up on stage next. Carter is our IB valedictorian. Carter Cruz will be attending Dartmouth College and plans to study mathematics with a minor in computer science or economics. He completed AP Calculus BC his sophomore year before earning A's in multivariable calculus at Johns Hopkins, partial differential equations at the University of Colorado, and finally completing differential equations in linear algebra, along with an independent study at Front Range Community College. He has played soccer for all 4 years at Niwot High School, earning multiple all-conference honors, and was a 2-year captain for that team. Carter hopes to lead others in his field and discover new insights. He is dependable, well-disciplined in working with others and independently. He remains patient and works through tough problems with others while always maintaining a positive mindset. Carter was a National Merit Scholar semifinalist and was also selected to attend the highly coveted Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, RYLA, before his junior year, which illustrates his altruistic nature. Also, he is a person of integrity, humble confidence, compassion, and optimism. Carter's also humorous, considerate, cohesive, passionate, and innovative. Carter Cruz, drop some knowledge on us.
Fellow class of 2021 graduates, teachers, administration, friends, and family members. Good morning, and thank you for being here on this beautiful day of celebration. This is a special moment in time that we have the opportunity to collectively share. To begin, it is important to thank those that have helped us in our journey, bringing us to this time as we graduate from Niwot High School. To our teachers, thank you for challenging and encouraging us to embrace learning in and beyond the classroom. Your dedication to inspiring us is immeasurable. To our coaches and mentors, thank you for your commitment to promoting excellence and additional growth through extracurricular activities. To our administration, thank you for going above and beyond to ensure that we receive the best possible education and continued learning in light of these challenging times. To our friends, thank you for bringing out the joy and happiness in all of our lives. And to our family members, thank you for always standing by our side, supporting us in unimaginable ways. It is impossible to describe how your love has truly shaped us. We can only hope you feel our appreciation in the everyday moments of life, truly made special by your presence. Graduates, remember to thank everyone who has contributed to your amazing accomplishments, helping you succeed as a student and as a person. Over the course of this year, it has become abundantly evident the one critical component in life is connectivity. And no, I am not talking about WebEx or internet issues. The common thread woven through all of us is our human connection. 13 years ago, we graduates entered our formal education by showing up for our first day of kindergarten. While some of us were nervous, scared, or excited, all of us had this in common. We were in it together. Today, I encourage everyone here and those listening at home to pause, recall the memorable times in your life, and recognize why they were memorable. It was the people around you. After today, you will probably forget the words I am saying, but hopefully you will always remember the message. You may remember the best day of high school, and perhaps the worst as well. Most importantly, you will not remember them alone. Those alongside you shared in them. You might remember Mr. Roshkalb saying, "It's a great day to be a cougar," even though you only got 3 hours of sleep the night before and just wanted to take a nap. It's likely you were surrounded by classmates feeling exactly the same way. Looking back on everything, I would give just about anything for another day with all of you, just to share a few more memories. That confirms to me how incredibly special you all are and how precious our time together has been. Without question, our senior year was a memorable one. The coronavirus pandemic dramatically impacted how we attended school. We were separated physically, but always connected in our hearts through our experiences. I applaud all of you for overcoming the personal challenges you faced given the obstacles of this year. Despite the difficulties, you persevered, and you did so with grace and alongside others. As for the IB class of 2021, I thank and applaud all of you for staying on course and seeing it through over the past 2 years. It has been an incredible and challenging journey, to say the least, but we traveled it together. Entire class of 2021, may we all use what we learned to be the change in society, to stay connected, to form new connections, and to cherish those connections. As we go separate ways, sometimes hundreds of miles apart from one another, we will remain inherently entwined by our shared experiences and desire for human connection despite differences. I'll close by saying, whatever you do, think with your mind and act with your heart. Love one another and love others, because we're all in this world together. Congratulations, class of 2021, and thank you.
Well done. Next up, we are going to hear from our traditional valedictorian, Victoria Iswani. Victoria will be attending Tufts University to study international relations and film and media studies. She is kind, bright, curious, creative, and multi-talented. Since her freshman year, Victoria has participated in pre-collegiate ballet intensive program with the Longmont Dance Theater Academy and the Centennial State Ballet, totaling over 40 hours a week, 39 weeks a year. Victoria is fully bilingual in Spanish and English, and she has studied in major detail both languages through demanding high-level courses. She was a National Merit Scholarship commended student, treasurer for the Mubaza Club, NHS Link leader, and participated in the National Honor Society and the Environmental Club. Victoria has a strong sense of community and the importance of individual contributions to it. She is also loyal and she is resilient. Her maturity and whatever it takes mentality has and will continue to bring her success in the many challenges that she will continue to encounter throughout her life. Victoria Isuwani.
Fellow graduates, oh my gosh, you guys, we did it. Yay! I'm so proud of us, and I'm so humbled to be here giving you this speech today. First of all, I think we need to give a big thank you to Mr. Roshkalb for making sure we were happy in the hallways these past 4 years, and for High Five Fridays, and for giving us the most normal senior year possible under the pandemic circumstances. Another big thank you goes out to our parents, guardians, and family members for giving us never-ending love and support. You're the best. Everyone, after this ceremony, please remember to thank the teachers who truly inspired and supported us. To all my teachers, I've learned so much about life from all of you. Now, obviously, I don't want to call out anyone in particular, but I can use their initials. Miss Farron. In the 3 years of English I had with you, we all learned Farron's rules. We learned that you are beautiful and slender and young, and also some things about literature. But I want to say thank you so much for believing in me and teaching me to believe in myself. You may not know this, but in my house, we consider you an honorary member of the Isuwani family. There are so many others too, like Miss Ewing, who introduced me to something I absolutely adore doing now, and Mr. Bovino, thank you so much for encouraging and enriching my love of French. To the other teachers who did the same for me, and for the rest of us, thank you so, so much. Now, Niwot High School has the kindest student body in Boulder County, and we should be so proud of that. When it was posted on Instagram that I was valedictorian, so many people I'd never met before or didn't really know reached out to congratulate me. You treated me with kindness, and you put a smile on my face. You don't find people who are like that everywhere you go. Niwot is special because the students learn to be kind to each other here, and that is truly a testament to how wonderful our school is. I genuinely hope that each and every one of you continues to be kind throughout life. No matter where we go, we'll always remember each other. A little part of me is going to miss it here because we all made some really great memories in these hallways, these classrooms, and yes, partly at home this year. And in order to remember this moment, I'm going to take a selfie of all of us. So if you don't mind, everyone smile. Okay. Anyways, I've learned so much from each student I met in my classes. Most importantly, I want to share with you all that I learned to be true to myself, with everyone, always. Because that is when you meet the best people, and that is when you succeed, and that is when you grow. So you know what? Love whatever you want, even if people think that it's crazy or it's weird. With that in mind, I'd like to thank my friends, and also One Direction, Chris Evans, Tom Holland, Sebastian Stan, and all the Marvel characters. I'm with you all till the end of the line. And to Harry Styles specifically, I love you. You have kept me sane this year, and I hope that you are listening. My final piece of advice is something my mom used to tell me when I was little. In everything you do, big and small, always excel. I've carried this with me my whole life, and I can tell you that there is no better feeling than seeing all your hard work pay off. So excel. Do your best. I promise it's the most rewarding thing ever. And remember this, you already have everything you need to take on the world, so go for it. I just know that the future holds so much hope for each and every one of us. All right, Cougars, this is it. High school was hard. Today we celebrate the end of an era, but it's also the beginning of new chapters in our lives. Let's continue to be kind as we embark on new journeys. Let's be kind always. Be kind to yourself, to others, to those you know and don't know, and to our planet. Follow your dreams with all you have and have fun. And for the last time, Go Cougs. Thank you.
Victoria. Great job, honey. I've been doing this a long time. That's one of the best speakers I've ever heard. Well done. Would it be weird if I said Harry Styles helped me get through this year too? Okay, next up, I would like to introduce our SBV SD Board of Education member and Niwot High School parent, Karen Ragland. Karen, come up, please.
Good morning. It is an extra special honor to be here on this milestone as the Board of Education Director representing Niwot High School and as Sia's mom. Thank you to our community of families, friends, neighbors, and partners that make the mission of our school district possible to educate each student in a safe learning environment so they may develop to their highest potential and become contributing citizens. Your support of these students is evident and abundant. Thank you for your taxes and your trust. You've made our schools strong, allowing expansive innovation in education. I want to recognize the teachers, staff, and administration at Niwot for your devotion to these students and the dedication to your work. Our students are here today because of your leadership, coaching, encouragement, patience, and inspiration. Thank you for sharing these gifts with our children. And finally, seniors, thank you for working so hard since preschool to get here today. You are deeply loved, and we are so, so proud of you. While each of you have had your own unique experiences, you share historical events and technical advancements that have changed and shaped your generation. People have a long memory for bad things, and I challenge you to seek out and remember the good stuff, especially from the last 4 years. Take care of yourselves, each other, and your environment. Be comfortable with your beliefs. Figure out what you have to offer and give it away generously. I hope your education here in St. Vrain is just the very beginning of a long lifetime of learning. And with that, I hereby declare that the seniors of Niwot High School have met the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the St. Vrain Valley School District Board of Education. I present to you and congratulate this outstanding class.
Great job, Karen. Seriously, that was awesome. Okay, at this time, thank you, Karen. At this time, we are going to take about a 5-minute pause while we rearrange the stage, and we will begin the calling of names after that. Thank you. resume in about 60 seconds. If everyone would like to return to their seats, please. Graduates, at this point, your tassels should be on the right-hand side.
You say when.
Carter Cruz.
Full name, sorry. How do I say your middle name?
Victoria Giovannini Isuani. Siddhartha Bhushan. James Bruce McGee. Isabel Mary Tuck. Benjamin Matthew Goff. Cooper Austin Ackerman. Olivia Grace Adams.
Am I loud enough?
Dulcie Diana Amaya. Jesus Teodoro Amaya Esperanza. Helen Page Ambrose.
I'm skipping someone.
You're Olivia, got it. Oh my God. Olivia Christine Amodio. Liam Ezekiel Angel. Are you Gabriel? Where's Joseph? Joseph Dominic Archibald. Gabriel Sabine Ardila. Jose Jaime Arredondo. Diego Arriaga. April Nicole Avila. Ridley Luke Avila. Autumn Renee Baldwin. Sophie Christine Barber. Michael Joseph Barrett. Aiden Michael Bartko. Carson Donahoe Bayless. Maya Linnea Bovino. Briar Rose Bell. Julian McNabb Bell. Fiona McKenna Benson. Subangi Bhatt. Luke Henry Blundo. Jack William Booth. Eleanor Juliana Bourne. Madeline Elizabeth Bornkamp. Emma Suzanne Beauverd. Gayatri Buddhamagunta. Emma Louise Butler. Jordan Simino Byers. Ivan Daniel Calderon. Michaela Lee Campbell. Ashton Eleno Campi. Liliana Ariz Cardenas. Luke Elijah Caruso Thompson. Guadalupe Cervantes. Jason Jason Chung. Jessica Ruby Cintura Zavala. Alexandra Olivia Dueck Clement. Brandon Michael Coggins. Kenneth Colon. Kendallin Christiana Cornell. Charlotte Eleanor Cousins. Zoe Elena Craven. Emily Frances Creek. Elizabeth Blanche Cronin. Sorry. Jael Cruz. James Everett Cummins. Ian Garland Curd. Joseph Donato Diapolito. Austin Andrew Demick. Morgan Jean Francois Dady. Mackenzie Virginia Demmel.
Hey, I need the list here, Casey. Margot Elizabeth Diasabe Gunawardena.
Brooke Kylie Dietmeyer. Brandon Renee Dimas. Kane Ding. Ismael Dominguez. Geneva Grace Chantal Douillard. Elizabeth Helen Duncan. Samuel Lee Dutkin. Kylie Anderson Ecker. Kevin Yahir Enriquez. Eric Esquivel Alanis. Hannah Jane Ferrero. Are we going too slow? Anna Sophia Fisher. Kiera Marie Flanagan. Luca Renee Fulkerson. Mia Lynn Gamber. Malay Gangwar. Gage David Grudel. Angelica Garcia. Arlen Garcia.
Madeline did not get put into the lineup, so she's going to tell you your name.
Okay. Heidi Aide Garcia. Adam Kenneth Geeling. Madeline Elizabeth Goff. Joshua Gonzalez Arredondo. Kiernan David Grassel. Connor Logan Grant. Charles Johann Alexander Gravel. Leah Marie Griswold. Macy Jean Krasinski. Diego Guillen Baltiera. Lizbeth Guillen Castañeda. Jocelyn Kaylee Gunn. Nefeli Maylin Hajianas. Catherine Kingsley Hanny Osborne. Lily June Hatke. Nora Elizabeth Hayden. Maya Cameron Heather. William Vance Heffley. Jocelyn Hernandez. Wait, he's not on my list. What's his name? No, what's his name? Did we miss somebody? Okay. Are you going to say it again? Jocelyn Hernandez. Ernesto Herrera. Joaquin Herrera. Charlie Michael Herring. Olivia Porter Stevens Herring. Haley Nicole Heslop. Yair Hidalgo Zamaripa. Brody Christian Holt. Melroy William Holtzauer. Jesse Charles Horn. Thomas Robert Horn. Grable Ryan Howie. Annabelle Louise Huddle. Brandon Michael Holt. Judah Wayne Holt. Mia Lynn Wiedevold. Elliot Thomas Ingraham. Taylor Vlasta James. Marley Ryan Jefferson. Grace Lee Jensen. Benjamin David Jones. Iroquois Bishop Blade Jordan Adsit. John Arthur Keast. Samuel Benjamin Kironen. Jasmine Kilpatrick. Caitlin Emma Kinney. Miriam Chadlia Krarty. Ava Jillian Karowski. Christopher Charles Lamb. Stacy Lizette Lara. Jorge Lara Martinez. Taya Noel Lachlan. Evan Michael Law. Ava Marie Leonard. Isabella Ruth Lesko. Damian Luke Lesperance Young. Teresa McKenna Lushton. William Jeffrey Linroth. Lucy Yunmei Liu. Renessa Jania Lucero. Adolfo Macios Amador. Treston Madrid. Ashley Manzo Leva. Cindy Maris Mejia. Eric Marufo Lopez. Molly Mae Matthews.
It's Caitlin Marie Matthews.
Caitlin Marie Matthews. John Donald Mealy. Michael Benjamin Mealy. Bennett Kobe Myers. Macy Jean Monroe. Richard Reeves Best Moore. Branded Edward Morales Angulo. Hayden Cole Morford. Avery Maeve Morrison. Gavin Lee Morrison. Xavier Orion Moy. Jazz Orion Mueller. Brooke Madison Myers. Benjamin Evans Napier. Clyde Vincent Nayland. Mason Arthur Nyberger. Brennan James Noterman. Fiona Marie Lanford Nugent. Matthew Hobson Oates. Haley Denise Ochoa. Carlos Ruben Ontiveros. Luzeli Orona Mendoza. Lauren Paz Ortiz. Kayla Alexis Oseguera. Haley Sowankle Ostrom. Dara Nicole Ouellette. Mario Alberto Paez Aguilar. Michaela Marianne Molin. Oh, sorry. Jacob Timothy Pennington. Sorry. The list isn't right. Jose Armando Perez. Kendra Ariste Perez Reyes. Rasila Nari Puang. Angie Pichardo. Autumn Grace Pizarski. Angel Prado. Jonah Blue Perez. Samartha Duang Prum. Violeta Quiñones Medrano. Julia Datuin Rebelas. Cynthia Jackson Ragland. Aileen Rachel Ramirez. Fernanda Ramirez. Jonathan Ramirez. Marco Felipe Ramirez. Noah Matthew Randall. Graydon Darius Ruuba. Paul James Ruhr. Lily Ursula Roberts. Francisco Rodriguez Mondragon. Adam Lawrence Keegan Rose. Diego Ruiz. Kellen Michael Ruth. Jenna Rose Sadeghi. Simon Michael Saya. Jessely Sandoval Torres. Kira Renee Schulist. Donovan Morris Schwartz. Madison Danielle Schwartz. Eduardo Sena. Andre Arthur Siqueiros. Trevor Matthias Sesnick. Natalie Julia Sesselman. Micah Peter Sheets. Kaya Sage Shell. Dylan Alexander Sims. Isabella Sisson Sink. William George Smith. Wyatt Perrin Smith.
Sydney Taylor Smith.
Sydney Taylor Smith.
And then for mine, it's Tamara Soto Solorzano. Can you say Solorzano? Gotcha.
Tamara Soto Salarzano. Jareth Ali Sparks. Adeline Grace Spencer. Nathaniel Wellstone Stevens. Mackenzie Lee Steemack. Keegan Jack Stobie. Joshua David Strid.
Is it Tang? Yes, Tang.
Anna Tang. Kyle Scott Taylor. Natalia Amelia Terakova. Mary Emma Thomas. Ty Bailey Thulson. Richard Patrick Trotter. Monica Eve Trujillo. John Malcolm Turner.
What's her middle name? Mireya. And it's Urfa.
Violet Maria Urfer. Francisco Javier Valenzuela. Sally Renee Van Riper. Samuel Vasquez Santiano. Caitlin Olivia Vince. Ethan Luke Verson. Kevin Villafuerte. Curtis Michael Wolf. Sophia Marie Ward. Grace Ryan Wardle. Fiona Grace Whelan. Brielle Grace White. Alexander Gustel Williams. Benjamin Philip Williams. Olivia Marie Williams. Chase Alexander Wilson. Julia Lynn Wilson. Zachary Logan Yacht. Uriel Emilio Yanez. Emily Yee. Katone Zephyr. Chang Zhou.
seniors and families, once a Cougar, always a Cougar. You guys will be in our hearts forever. We are going to be forming an alumni association, and I hope that you join that. Also, please, I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn. Members of the class of 2021, I would like to invite you to stand at this time. As an indication of your successful completion of high school, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the Niwot High School graduates from the class of 2021. Congratulations.